Good morning and welcome to day one of our Vegas vlog series. Today, Elsa and I are headed to Mandalay Bay. We are going to their pool. So, Mandalay Bay is one of the few pools in Las Vegas, like on the strip, that lets you go there even if you're not a guest of the hotel. So, they do charge a fee, and I believe it was about $26 each for us to go into the pool. Since we weren't staying there as guests. So you can see way off in the distance, that's where we are walking to at this time. So we needed breakfast first. So we stopped in at Planet Hollywood because it was sort of on the way to Mandalay Bay. We had seen a really good deal at this La Salsa Cantina the night before. They have a breakfast special. I believe it was maybe $3 or $4, five tops. And they also had Bloody Marys on for 99 cents. So we just had to stop in to this cute little Mexican restaurant and get ourselves some affordable breakfast. So this is a sit down, like dine in restaurant. And I honestly think it only costed us, between the two of us, $20, even with the tip. It was so reasonable, so affordable, and the theming was just so cute. And they were playing all these cute songs that reminded me of my grandpa. It made me a little bit emotional, but I loved it nonetheless. And then here is my first time trying a Bloody Mary. So we're from Canada, so we do Caesars at home. So relatively similar, but you can kind of tell that I'm saying here it just tastes like fancy tomato juice. It basically just tasted like tomato juice and it was like peppered up. Like it just had seasoning on it. And then here's our breakfast. So it's like a Mexican style breakfast. It came with tortillas and the hash browns and some sort of like a meat patty. Here we are continuing on our way over to Mandalay Bay. It's so enjoyable to walk down this strip. It isn't close, it is far, but the strip is such a fun place to be. I find that if you are physically able to do the walk, it is definitely not a boring walk. So it's very fun, a fun trip over to Mandalay Bay. So here we've made it in to Mandalay Bay. Navigating the hotels is always a little bit interesting. They have lots of good signage, but it was definitely not straightforward to get down to the pool level. Uh, Here we are headed over to the pool. We've found sort of the outside area, and yeah, so we did reserve our chairs online. So we went on the Mandalay Bay website and reserved tickets for getting into the hotel. So we were able to just scan that QR code to get into the pool, and it was really easy. I didn't find it too bad at all, but the pre-reserved like online tickets that we bought, they did get us these like reserved seats as well. It seemed like there was the red seats that we're on were like reserved seats that we paid for, and then all of the white ones sort of behind us. Yeah, you can see there's sort of a rope between the white and the red ones. So the white ones are just first comes, first serve, but the red ones are like you pick them and then they're reserved for you for the whole day. So that was kind of nice. You weren't just sort of getting, you weren't just paying for your admission into the pool, but you also got to have your seat reserved for the day. I remember they also brought over a bucket and it was full of waters, so it also included a few bottled waters. And then the server comes up to you quite frequently. I think that's pretty standard, but yeah, I felt like it was definitely worth the $26 for the entrance and then reserving the sort of upgraded seat because they were also cushiony. Like the white ones are just sort of a regular uh, chair, and then the red ones had like a thick cushion on them. So here's just more of a view of the grounds of the Mandalay Bay pool. This is the lazy river over here. Definitely lots of first come, first serve seats. I'm sure because we came during April, it was a sort of an off season. It wasn't too busy at all. It probably gets very busy during the summer. This pool wasn't even open because it was quite a lot quieter. So I think that they open this pool once they start to get busier in the summer. Yeah. Just some more views here of the grounds. There were also lots of options for fancier reserved seating, but this time of year there wasn't a lot reserved. It was definitely warm enough to be in the pool as well. It was not chilly or anything in April. It was a good temperature for being in the pool.
Okay, we're going check out the lazy river now. I know Elsa went in earlier, but I didn't get to see it, so I'm excited to go check it out. I got opinions about this place, but I'll save it till later. Like in the bottom of the pool. Oh yeah, it's pretty fast.
Now we only have a problem with this.
It's fun. It's a good pace. It's definitely not like a super slow lazy river. Oh, and the most beautiful perfect palm trees. Oh, I didn't wander it. Oh, these guys are, I was about to run into them. Oh, I had to miss both of them. Pretty cute view. Like the further back one? Yeah, it's way more aggressive. POV of the lazy river at Mandalay Bay. Jellyfish sighting. I thought there was gonna be, when you showed me that jellyfish sighting, I thought there was gonna be a little aquarium.
Oh, like right beside it? Well, I think aren't jellyfish supposed to not be nice?
Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, so like it wouldn't be very nice?
Yeah. I don't know. Aren't jellyfish?
They don't look like they have
so
much.
Weird.
They don't look like they have much to them.
Yeah. They like reproduce by seeds.
By what?
Remember in Hawaii, in the aquarium? They're like explaining to us, and it's like by the moon cycle.
Oh.
They release seeds and then they grow with the moon.
Oh, fancy. Is that just moon jellies though, or is that all jellies?
All jellies.
Oh. gonna be cold when we get out.
Yeah.
It's so pleasant. I don't know how anyone stands half out of this.
Like,
Well, that's fair. Okay, this is the start of the Lake River. Now you can see this needed side. My left arm jack. I can't keep swimming, it's just my left arm. I gotta stand up. This is where I feel like at this point you're always inclined to like turn around and look up at this view because it's pretty. These palm trees are like absolutely perfect.
yeah.
Perfect little palm trees. Perfectly pruned.
Wait, but this is like the packages that are even better or just like because we can't get any bigger.
Yeah, like I have an uncle who has a palm tree in his backyard. He lives on Vancouver Island.
Yeah.
It's like the only place you can grow a palm tree. It like shoves you down. Like when you try to just lay flat going into it, all of a sudden you're like, ah, my whole body's in the water. Uh-oh. I never took mine off. Alright, and that's the end. Coming to the entrance again.
So after we were done at the Mandalay Bay pool, we went and had Shake Shack for lunch. So Shake Shack was just a couple hotels down. It is sort of in the New York area. Yeah, so I got, this was one of their like seasonal like special burgers. It had crispy like deep fried onions. Elsa got a tiramisu milkshake, and then I just got a classic strawberry. Strawberry is always my favorite type of milkshake to get. And then because we were over near the Vegas Knights stadium and it was playoffs at the time, we wanted to check out and see what the vibe was like. We definitely heavily considered going to a Knights game, but ultimately decided against it because Elsa just couldn't bring herself to cheer against the Winnipeg team. She didn't think it would be right as a Canadian to cheer against Winnipeg. So it was kind of fun to just see the arena and what the pregame energy is like. Interesting energy that because Vegas you can just drink anywhere on the strip. Then they're just selling drinks right outside the arena as well. So that was kind of different and interesting. And then we did end up going back to Mandalay Bay to do the aquarium. So then we had to walk basically all the way back to Mandalay Bay to do the aquarium. So you can see here that the Mandalay Bay Aquarium is accredited by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, which is important because we want to make sure ethical and doing things properly if you're going to spend money and support them. So there's a lot of experiences in Vegas that are not accredited. So make sure you're checking that before you're committing to going to any of these type of animal-based experiences. Mandalay Bay Aquarium, though, however, is a good one. So the touch tank is probably the highlight of the aquarium for us. There's two types of rays in this touch tank, and when you get there, they tell you how to touch them. You have to do it in a certain way, and it's up to the rays on whether or not they want to be touched. So the ones in the middle here, you can't reach them. They're too far away, and so they'll go there if they don't want to be touched. But if they're willing to be touched, they'll sort of come around the edges, and you can touch them. You hear this guy, the smaller one is actually a male and the bigger one's a female, and he kept coming after her. But he was also going after anyone possibly in the tank, including the other male rays. The lady said that if you showed up earlier in the day, you had better chances of being able to touch the rays because they get a little touched out sort of by mid-afternoon, and they kind of all go towards the middle. So for the end of our day, we took an Uber down to Target from Mandalay Bay. We don't have Target at home in Canada, so as you can see, I'm very excited to be here. I didn't vlog in the Target, but I did do a haul. So I started off with Elsa's items. So this is called Bubbly Bounce. It is a sparkling soda water beverage with caffeine in it, so it wasn't a crazy large amount of caffeine, just a little bit. This was a sweatshirt. This Goodfellow brand was all over Target, especially in the men's section. I think it was a men's brand, but I think this was even a men's sweater, but she got it in a size small, and so it was nice and cozy, and it was really inexpensive, that brand. This brand, we do have this brand at home, but I've never seen it in a lotion, so we thought we would give it a try. Both of us got one of these. The scent was like coconut waters or something like that, so it was kind of coconutty but really light and fresh smelling at the same time. And then here is the those bubbly bounce drops. I believe this was a different flavor than the actual cans we had, but Elsa loves bubbly water, so she had to take that home with her. She also found herself a book because she hadn't brought one with her to read, and we were doing a lot of like pool days while we were here in Vegas, so she needed a book, so she picked that up. I thought these were so cute. They're like fun band-aids, but instead of being like children's characters, like cartoon characters, they were like fun patterns. So it was like adult fun band-aids, if that makes any sense. We were very excited about those. Elsa chose these candies. I think she said this was the best flavor of the worms, so she was very excited to try those. Okay, let's see what I have coming up next. Oh, this is the alcohol that Elsa chose. So it looks like a bottle of wine, and then we actually both got this bottle of Smirnoff. It's tamarind flavor, so aside from the bottle just being gorgeous, I had to bring this home as well because my husband loves tamarind flavored anything, because he's a big Thai food lover, so tamarind's a big flavor in Thai food. I don't think I've mentioned this yet in the videos, but I am pregnant here in these videos, so we were making a Winnie the Pooh themed nursery at the time, so I thought this cute little like set of like gardening tools would be cute for the Winnie the Pooh theme. We all we needed chapsticks so bad there. It is so dry in Vegas, and neither of us remembered to bring chapstick, so yeah, we had to make sure that we got some chapstick. 3-pack was perfect. At the time, I didn't even know the gender yet of our baby, but I just had to have this little onesie, and luckily she did come out being a girl, so she could wear it. And then I also got these dinosaur onesies because my husband loves dinosaur anything, clothes, and I figured for undershirts, even though they were a little boyish, there's, you wear them under the PJs and under your clothes and stuff, so I had to get them. I thought they were so cute, and the baby clothes were such a good price in Target as well. I actually cannot wait to go back to the States to get more baby clothes from Target. This one we have not put our little girl in yet, but I thought they were just perfectly gender neutral clothing. I think they're in a bigger size. This one as well must be in a bigger size because I have not put her in that yet either. Koala bears, though, my brother's a huge koala bear fan. I think I bought it because it reminded me of him, but it was on the sale rack as well, so lots of good priced items in there. This, I believe, was supposed to be a gift for Brad's birthday, and I kept it hidden, but it's way past his birthday. I wish I would have just showed it by the time I'm getting around to editing this. These shirts were so awesome. I cannot begin to explain how much I loved these shirts. So they're like a ribbed tank top, but a t-shirt, and they were perfect for me through my pregnancy and postpartum because they were just really stretchy. Especially postpartum, when you don't really want to keep wearing your maternity clothes, but you can't quite fit into your old clothes yet, so they were perfect for that. This was a shirt I bought for Brad as well. Thought it was super cute with the limes on it. And then, this is another shirt for Brad. They had tons of graphic tees all over Target, and my husband loves Crash Bandicoot, so he has been obsessed with this shirt ever since I brought it home with him. I actually think it's his most worn shirt. And there's me showing my bottle of the tamarind vodka. I did end up giving that to Brad for his birthday as well. We also got this 2-pack of spray sunscreen. It was insane how much cheaper the sunscreen was at Target. And I know that, like, of course it would be cheaper than on the strip, but like we're talking like a third of the price, like not just like a little bit cheaper. I brought some of these. We do have the brand Annie's in Canada, but I've never seen these fun shapes, so I just had to buy them just for fun. I did eat them. I can confirm they taste the same as regular pasta. I needed these for, I was already getting blisters at the time on my shoes, so I had to just buy band-aids for that reason. And then these candies, so I have seen the Nerd Clusters since being home, not in that flavor before though. We have only the like, this is like the very berry flavor. We only have like the classic like nerd flavor at home. So that was the first time I had tried those candies though, and they were so good. Yeah, so that's the end of the haul. The one thing from this vlog I will say is we started the Mandalay Bay pool. I loved the Mandalay Bay pool. I do think it was worth the money to get in there, and I think it was worth the money to get the extra chair. But the one thing is to be aware of is they're very strict at not only the Mandalay Bay pool, but all the pools in Vegas. And I do believe it's because they serve alcohol there. They have, I think they assume some sort of liability for the people in the pools because they serve alcohol. So they're beyond strict. Like I've never seen the level, like they wouldn't let me have my GoPro in the wave pool for some reason, but then they would in the lazy river. So like lots of rules, but then they don't always make a lot of sense. And so you kind of just, you just gotta go with the flow and see. Oh, and then here's Elsa. Oh, she got burnt. She's trying to show off her burn, but she's got a pretty nice base tan, so you can't see her burn. She is usually really good about not burning herself in Calgary because the sun just isn't as intense here, so I don't think she was quite used to it. Yeah, there's me. I got a little bit of color today too. We wore lots of sunscreen, but we both got a little bit burnt. I think just because of the amount of time and coming off of winter in Canada. But hope you enjoyed the vlog. Thanks for watching. Bye.